Joe Weiss.
Wow.
Boy.
Oops. Seven votes?
7 votes.
I think we can name at least seven people that
I know one.
we didn't see tonight at the meeting.
So there's going to be an well, first of all, Joe, break the news.
All right, so caucus officer vote uh, Tuesday night at Gorton Center. The no vote wins 132 to 125. Seven
7 votes.
votes.
Has that ever happened
So,
before? Has that ever happened before?
well, you had the ratification of Randy Tack 2 years ago that um, did not was voted down, but then they went forward with it anyways. You had the CPA vote, which wasn't even close. It went down, and it needed 2/3, but it lost the straight majority. But this was close. I mean, I don't know what the vote was for Randy Tack in 2022 to slate him, but clearly there's something in the water at Gorton Center that they can.
Yeah, they let us in there.
Well, they can pack the place, and we've
It
talked
wasn't
about
packed.
this. I mean, yeah, it was a. I mean, okay, what was the count? So 132 to 125.
125, no.
125, yes.
132,
So
no. 125, yes.
so that's 132 plus 125, doing my public school math, 257 on my calculator here. That's far less. What was the vote on the CPA last fall? I think a lot more people voted.
Are you kidding me? I was at the Lantern with you tonight, dude. So here, well, here's what I got. We definitely got to look at the bylaws. That came up quite a bit tonight because right now, who's the president? We don't know.
I guess Dennis can't go anywhere.
Oh.
I don't know how that works. I don't know, man. But
There,
this is
here's what I heard.
crazy.
I'm looking at my phone right now. It looks like they're going to
Yeah.
have an executive committee meeting tomorrow to decide how to proceed. So,
Okay. So we'll get more breaking news later in the week.
so I guess I got to eat some crow.
All right, but here we go. We're in a town of 16,000 people, Pete.
Yeah.
Um,
How many voters?
it a lot more than 257. So you got 257 people out of a town of 16,000 deciding what goes on. And of that 257, you basically have 132. 132 people saying no. So 132 people that didn't get picked for gym class, taking their revenge out.
Well, Joe, where I'm coming from is, hey, man, Turkle was blowing you shit. Look at that.
Yeah, but can they win a real election?
Well,
I don't think they can.
no, this is like an ego thing. Nothing's going to happen because you have to change the bylaws, dude. And Turkla, hey, dude.
Show us your 501c3, Turkla. Come on.
Well, no,
Because
hear
until
me out.
you do, you're violating election law as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. But hear me out. Unless, okay, whatever this vote is, unless they change the bylaws, it doesn't matter. So he brought everybody out to not change the bylaws. And here you go. So nothing. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to have some statement from the next president. Well, I don't know if it's going to be Chris Bennis. He's the current president for another month. Hey, Joe, it's a good time to have a podcast. Joe, I was about to eat a taco and go to bed. You know what I brought home? I'm like, no way.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of crazy.
You can't make this stuff up. So it was a
I
very
mean,
low.
I just, like I said, I'm going to stand by what I've said
What have you
many
said?
times on this show.
Yeah,
And that is, I do not think Lake Forest for transparency represents the majority of people in this city.
I think they do because they show up.
They didn't show up in the mayoral election. A real election. My son couldn't vote today
Yeah,
because he's away at college, but you darn well he's going to vote absentee if there's a mayoral election in Lake Forest again. How many other people couldn't vote because they couldn't make it for an hour-long period at Gorton? The silent majority that likes how things are being done here and likes the caucus and likes Randy Tack and likes the city council.
here's what I know. Joe's a good dude. He's going to eat some crap for the next year. Regina, what's her name? Gina?
Etherton, is that her
Yeah.
last name? Sorry. Who
So
we
that's,
have met, and she's a very nice person.
I know we've met, but she doesn't look like what I've seen before. I don't know. But she's the one that's going to be.
You don't look like you do in some of your pictures either, pal. So
What are you talking about? How
I've
can you
seen
fake this?
your heart of glass pictures. All right, no, but
What are you talking about?
all right, well, go pull your Facebook pictures from 10 years ago and hold them
Okay,
up your career
whatever.
builder.
So,
All right.
so look, we got a sticky wicket. At the end of the day, it's going to be a lot of wasted energy. Turkle, man, gum chewing, Kleenex, and all. You are the tallest midget in this
Yeah,
race.
congratulations. You found 132 people in a town of 16,000. Way to go.
Well, hey,
7 votes. I mean,
I
I hate
give
to say
credit.
it.
Hey, I will be the first one. Congratulations. But you know what? What's your trophy?
Well, look, this could go a couple different ways, right? They could
No, there's
have a
only
new
one
vote.
way.
Well, if they do what they did, what are you drinking there? Miller Lite? Uh, I should go get one from my fridge here.
Well, first of all, it's no secret. We just came from the bar.
Yeah, we were at the Lantern.
There was no post victory party because there was no victory.
True. This is kind of like, you know how the Republicans in DC control the House of Representatives by like 1 vote right now or 2 votes,
Yeah.
and that Mike Johnson guy gets to kind of dictate things on different things. This is what's happening here. You have, and I'm a Republican, but you have a very a small select group of people
That are more
who
morbid,
are.
like Vietnam. They're Turkla, you are Ho Chi Minh.
I'm not old enough to remember Vietnam, so I don't know
Yeah,
the
actually, you
analogy.
are.
I bought gym shoes that were made in Vietnam. That's my era. I, but no, my point here is, Pete. I think, as we've said numerous times on this show, as our most recent guest, former Mayor Pandalian said, we don't know what is their beef, other than they didn't slate Prue Biden. They slated Randy Tack instead of Prue Bidler. What is their beef? It's
I
like the
think
Wendy's commercial with Clara Peller. Where's the beef?
I think it's rephrased. Well, when we had George on, I think it should be rephrased as like everybody's happy. Like I'm not going out in the rain.
98% approval rating, and a hell of a lot more people answered the City of Lake Forest survey than voted in this caucus officer meeting tonight, right?
Well, you had to be pretty motivated to go out.
I think they need to look at some type of absentee ballot procedure. I know this firsthand, as I said, about my son, but I think there's a lot of, I don't think getting people to the Gorton Center for an hour on a rainy night with no other option to vote is representative democracy.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I didn't want to go out, Joe. You know what
We
my
had fun
bedtime
going
is?
out, though.
8:30.
What's
8:30.
that?
I don't go out drinking on a Tuesday night, Joe. Well, yes, I do.
Hey, we saw the Cubs kick the Colorado Rockies butt afterwards on TV, but yeah.
Well,
What is the end game here for the non-transparent transparency group? They want to take over the city. That's probably what it is. They don't want Randy to be the mayor, and they want either Prue Beidler or one of their other minions to become the mayor. That's simple.
Joe, it's not that simple. Look, you know better than I do. The founders of this democracy, they love it when there's like gridlock or right, because you don't want anybody to take over. But if Turkla is that and his group, Pam, what's her face? Who's the other one? Harris, and I forgot the fourth one. If you're that pissed about not being able to be going pick for gym class, your option is what? Because you voted down changing the bylaws. You can't. Okay, great. You voted down everything, so now there's gridlock. That right, gridlock. So
Yeah,
nothing's
just like we have in Washington D.C.
The only thing that likes gridlock is the stock market. So here we go. Hey, Turkla. Good one, dude. I wish you would have come on. I mean, I was poking at you, but now, hey, you're standing tall now. You won by 7 votes. Why don't you come on and tell me what your party is? Is he a party? Is 501c3?
Well, they're probably having a party tonight, but they at Prue's house, they don't.
Highland Park. What's the fight song for Highland Park?
You're asking the wrong person. They're having it at Nancy. They're certainly not having it at Ravinia Brewing Company, but the.
How do you think Julie Morrison voted?
Is the sky
Never
blue?
Mind. Never mind.
Senator Morrison, come on we just recorded a podcast.
She would. She just said.
Did she? I didn't hear her say that. Did you?
Well, we'll check the tape. Joe, look.
We had Senator McConkey on, who doesn't even represent Lake Forest. I think the state senator.
I haven't even been able to put him up yet because we've had all this
busy bee. Yeah, no, I get it.
All right. So look, breaking news. What's going to happen next? Here's what's going to happen next. You're going to get an announcement from the caucus committee tomorrow. And you know what? Nothing's going to happen because they can't do anything because the bylaws didn't change. And you know what? Hey, Sheila Henretta, I tried to get a hold of you this evening and you didn't want to come on. You had every opportunity to fix all the problems that are happening. Here we go. So you know what? Joe O'Ready is the sacrificial lamb. Regina, what's her last name?
Etherton?
Wait, what?
Hold on. Say in a minute.
Gina. If I can only say her name like Trump. Regina. She's going to have to deal with stuff after O'Ready leaves.
Regina Etherton.
Etherton. Yeah.
Erton.
Yeah.
She's like sitting there like, what? These guys can't even get my name right.
Well.
But there's a lot of, there's other people. Fred Brewer, Dale Taub, Jennifer McGregor, Mark Pickett, Jason Aikman. All these people are doing good stuff. Joe O'Ready certainly is doing good stuff.
Well, he is, and he's got to deal
with. And they're being punished for supporting Randy Tack for mayor.
No, they're
in,
being
in
punished because they've had bad leadership the last several years.
but Joe already worked his tail off and was was the one of the unsung heroes of Randy Tack beating
Yeah,
Pruitt. Okay.
yeah.
Um,
He's taken a lot of bullets and
and
arrows.
he's got a bullseye on him
Yeah,
because of that.
yeah. Joe, look, man, there's a reason why I only stayed 2 out of 3 years of the caucus, and that's why you're one and done. All right. Joe, I'm gonna
I just
post.
think it's unfortunate for the city because there's a lot of good stuff happening in the city. And
Oh, come on. All the stuff that's going down. You know what? This will get rectified.
I
And
hope
this is well, how can it not? You have to, you know what? It'll get kicked down to Regina, and somebody's going to have to change something. And eventually somebody will stop being pissed because they didn't get picked for gym class. Or I'm gonna have to join the caucus again for my last year of eligibility.
is it kind of like that Trump can do a second term because he didn't get reelected? He's still got
No,
one
it's
more
like I'm in
term.
the transfer portal. I was in the Highland Park transfer portal, and I'm coming back to Lake Forest.
Yeah, but nobody's going to pay you any NIL money. That's for
Oh,
sure.
no, they're going to pay me to leave. All right. So breaking news. We'll post this up, Joe, and we'll get more information and we'll get back to you
And
guys
show
later.
us your 501c3 papers.
Johnny Turkla, he was chewing the hell out of that gum, wasn't he? Hey, it's, have a great Tuesday night all. Bye.